Hey yo, welcome back to Sidewynders Shed. As promised, we're going to go through what happens inside this transmission when it's going through the gears. Right here is your front band, kick down band, whatever you want to call it. Down here is your reverse band, okay? In here is your first and reverse drum. Inside this drum is a set of planetary gears. And if you watch a teardown of this transmission in the rebuild, or any 727, 518, 904 transmissions, you'll see what's inside this drum. Okay, is a set of planetary gears. Up in here also, there's another set of planetary gears. Okay, and then right here, this drum, there are two sets of clutches. All right, that basically are in this drum. They're not. One's on the inner part, which is on the shaft. You've seen it out before if you've watched this as many times as I've taken this transmission apart. But there's two sets of clutches in here, and for now we'll just call it the front clutch and the rear clutch. The front clutch will be inside. The rear clutch will be on the outer part. Okay. Now, obviously, when you're in reverse, your front clutch is engaged, okay, and your rear reverse band is engaged as well. And if you can see this, watch that lower band. I'm using air pressure, but that reverse band will engage. Okay. When you're in neutral, transmission is just like this, and it's free to spin. No issues. There's nothing going through it. Okay, the pump is working. This is why you check these transmissions in neutral, because when it's in park, the shuttle valve bypasses the fluid. It doesn't go to the pump, so there's absolutely no pressure. When you're in neutral, the pump is working and it's pumping fluid through the transmission, but none of the bands and none of the clutches are engaged. All right, when you put it in drive and you start off in first gear, your rear clutch engages, okay? And then the sprag, there's a one-way, it's called an overrun clutch, down in the bottom here. I've shown that too. I had problems with that one. But it's a one-way sprag that only lets the transmission turn, obviously, one way. When it operates and goes into second gear, okay, this is also why it's called your kick down band. This band engages. Okay, your rear clutch engages as well, stays engaged, and you're using the sprag to make sure this doesn't backspin. Okay, and there is your kick down right there. So your basically your rear clutch is the inner clutch on this two clutch setup up here. The outer should be the bigger clutch, the wider clutch. And then third gear uses the front clutch, the inner clutch, and the rear clutch. No bands are being operated. Neither of these bands are being operated, and not even the overrun clutch is being operated. Okay, now the only difference is when you bring your transmission all the way down to 1, then something weird happens. Okay, believe it or not, your reverse band engages. Okay, your reverse band engages when you bring it down to manual 1. when you're in drive range, that rear band does not engage. Okay, it is just the rear clutch, the outer part of the clutch that this drum sits in this drum. That's your rear clutch. Like I said, there's another clutch that's inside that. It rotates inside, but it's considered the front clutch because it's before it. Okay, and that is actually your direct drive clutch or your front clutch. They have several different names for it. But anyway, and let's see. I was requested not to put my hand in the way this time, but hopefully, I don't know if you'll be able to. We'll wait for the airplane to go by. How's that? Okay. So anyway, this will test your clutches. And if you listen, you'll hear a thunk. I'm sorry, this does not make a good seal. That's where I can feel all that air coming back on my hand. But yeah, if I put too much pressure in there, you won't hear it because the air just tries to escape from here. And then, of course, you already saw how we check the bands. That's your front band, your kick down band. This is your reverse band. All right, I got to do the final adjustments and then put this thing back together. Alrighty, I hope that helps. I'm doing the best I can, trying to talk everyone through it. There's not too many places that show that or show those tests either. Not too many videos I've seen for this particular transmission. And a lot of times they don't explain exactly when the clutches and the bands are engaging and everything. So take it for what it is. It's a short 8-minute video. Won't hurt you to watch it. So, and those that stayed with me to the end, I hope you found something interesting. I hope you picked up on something, or correct me if I am wrong and giving out the wrong information. You know, and for all my subscribers, thank you guys. I really do appreciate it. And I'm sorry if I sound frustrated sometimes. It's just that, yeah, this transmission is a little bit frustrating, especially when it's like the 4th time. Maybe the 5th, or so. I've lost count. But anyway, I thank you for staying with me, and you all have yourselves a good evening. Take care, and check back every now and then to see what other kind of trouble I get into. You all take care.